Hey, doesn't that look like an Ursa from Free Space 2? So, I moved all of the items from our buggy into our new ship. Yep, that didn't take long. So, shall we? It's good to be back in the pilot's seat. Space is different from Dark Star 1. I will get to that when I get to that. For now, let us follow the hints and Anastasia's advice. See, isn't it great? To speed up your ship, press W. To slow it down, S. To slide or roll, press A. That's right. You have to decide whether you want to slide or roll. You cannot do both. You have to change the toggle between sliding and rolling in the options menu. Yeah, a bit strange how they didn't use separate buttons, and every other space shooter does. Press tab for afterburner and B for an extreme brake. Woohoo! Extreme brake. It sounds nice. Weapons can be chosen by pressing 1 to 8. To shoot blasters, press left mouse button. To launch missiles, press right mouse button. The camera can be changed to third person with F10 and first person with F9. To get back to the ship's cabin, press Enter or F and select Leave Seat from the menu. By the way, the third person camera doesn't seem to be working for me. It never worked when I pressed F10. Keep your eyes open. Space is full both of friendly trade and military ships, as well as enemies and different anomalies. Oh yes, anomalies, much like in Stalker, only much less predictable. Keep a lookout for Anastasia's messages in the upper left corner of the screen. Green and red diamonds will help you to navigate in space. They shows the current story and resource mission objectives and are visible from any distance. If you don't know what to do, just follow them, or press O. So, this is space. To cover huge distances quickly, use hyperspeed. To switch it on and off, press H or F and select hyperspeed from the menu. You can only move with hyperspeed when flying straight. It is impossible to maneuver or fire when your hyperspeed is switched on. Oh yes, just hyperspeed is a lot like that function from Dark Star 1. I forget what that function was called. Hyperjumps are not possible near a planet, during a fight, when enemies are nearby, or during a space race. Oh yes. In these cases, you need to navigate to a purple hyperjump diamond. It shows the nearest area where hyperjumps will be available. Hey, I never got purple diamonds! We can land back on Golden, but there's no point. Captain, the pirates have noticed us, but don't push the panic button. We can take them. Okay. May switch targets using N, eh? Doesn't seem to be doing much. Anyway, let's shoot these people. Hey, he dropped something. What's this? Small container with missiles. Oh yeah. Here. We come readily equipped with dumbfire missiles. Nice for taking out weak ships. And they can be quite useful in taking out big ships. But keep in mind they are dumbfire missiles. So fire them well. Congratulations, Captain. That was a baptism by fire in open space. And that's impossible! Space is full of merchant ships, some within convoys and some not, sometimes full and sometimes empty. You can either hijack them, attacking without warning, or escort friendly ones for a fee. You can also extort them. For this, you should fly to the biggest ship in the convoy, target it with your sights, select the radio communication menu, and offer the merchant one way or another. Do not forget, these are merchants. They can forget an insult made for a suitable amount of credits if you try to attack but overestimated your strength. If you decide to escort a transport, it is useful to learn its destination point. For this, you should scan the main ship, approaching it, then targeting it with your sight, and selecting the scan menu entry. Very good. Captain, we found a transport, and without any escort. The patrol's trying to catch raiders using live bait again. Let's see, there it is. I think we'll stay away from escorting, at least for now. They can go awry very quickly. Let's quick save. We can land on some planets and a lot of space stations. There's one over there. All the space stations, well, all the ones that you can land on have spinning parts. How do you land on spinning parts? Each faction tends to control its space sectors, so don't be surprised to meet space patrols. Whether you should fear them or not depends on your relations with their faction. Oh, of course. Yeah, have you ever noticed that most space stations in any space game will have spinning parts, just because? I mean, well, let's go to hyperspeed. We in hyperspeed, we will gradually speed up. It takes a while to get used to when to stop. To perform a docking or landing, you must be near a station or a planet. Select it and then choose dock or land from the menu. If you're landing on a planet, you must also select the accessible spaceport. Okay, you're near a space station. On each station there is a spaceship upgrader who sells and installs spacecraft upgrades, a spaceship engineer who repairs spacecrafts and trade terminals that can be used to make major trade deals. There are also merchants and medics on these stations who will be undoubtedly helpful. Oh yes, undoubtedly. Good. Okay, we're out of hyper mode. Let's scan this thing. Hey, it bounced back my scanning thing. That's not fair. Let's dock. Also notice that the spinning part immediately stops when you go into dock. That's right, no Darkstar 1 communication needed here. Just dock freely. We can dock on any space station, even ones owned by our enemies. Just don't expect our enemies to be too helpful. So, Anastasia, I listened to you, Captain. You wanted to ask me about something? Are there any offers? Nothing interesting just yet. We shall wait. Something decent will surely appear. Okay, I have no idea what it means by asking for offers, by the way. It could mean anything. Any offers for that batch of cola you're always carrying around? What is the ship's status? What exactly interests you, Captain? Armor or defensive shields? Our shields will regenerate with time. We have 4 shields, front, right, left and back, naturally. They'll regenerate outside of combat, but I don't think they regenerate inside of combat. So it's a good idea to upgrade shields, as well as armor. Armor, what's the current status? Light scratches and small dents, business as usual. And that is AI speak for 100%. I've got enough information. I'm always happy to advise you. By the way, it's great that this ship interests you so much. This makes me confident. So, next part, we shall go down into the spaceport.